One of the hardest things while standing and fighting for your marriage or your God ordained relationship is when they are flaunting the other person in front of your face. And this literally will drive you to such a place of defeat, because when they begin to do that, it makes it seem like there's no way this person is coming back. And what they do is they will blame you to justify why they're doing what they're doing, right? You did this, you did that, And for me, it was my spouse giving the other woman what I was praying for. There is something that I want to help you understand about the situation. Please understand that when people go through things, or when people go through things in a marriage, they run away from accountability or even facing their own brokenness. So some men, they will cheat in the marriage because they don't want to face what's happening with their wife. Either they don't want to be held accountable, or they don't want to change to make the marriage work. So what they'll do is they will run to another source that will validate the person that they are, which is the person that is in rebellion. But the enemy wants you to perceive it as, well, this is it now. Like, it's over for you. There is no coming back because you did this. He doesn't want the marriage. He says he's unhappy. And it just seems like he's happy with this other person. And the fruit of this is the fact that he begins to treat you less than you deserve. He begins to treat you like a stranger, or he will try to have you and the other woman because he is a broken person. When I was in this space, I thought that pouring out my heart would make a difference. I need you to understand that if there's another person in the picture, there is no talking. There's nothing to talk about, because this is very much so spiritual. I did everything, okay? This is spiritual. You're going to have to go to God, because a lot of times it's like, well, I can say something and he'll look like he's about to change his mind. No, ma'am. God is the one that has to do it, because he's using this situation to avoid accountability, or he doesn't want to feel broken, because men are naturally not emotional people. They feel like, they have to be a man. So sometimes they will try to run away from feeling the feelings of brokenness or even accountability. Trauma really does drive a lot of our actions. Our brokenness will drive our perspective. It will control our response. So if you're in a situation like this, do not take the bait. I know it is going to amplify every rejection wound. It's going to amplify every abandonment wound. I know it all, the betrayal. I know it all, but this is a time where you have to move strategically. Number one, do not put yourself in a line of fire. What I mean by that is, if you know that they're going to be a certain place, don't put yourself there to prove a point, okay? Because some women feel like, oh, well, I have to show that I'm the wife. That's what the devil wants you to do. He wants you to move in the physical. All right. Now, sometimes we don't know. God will give us the grace, right? Because we don't really know, because you're broken as well. You feel like you got to do X, Y, Z for your man. No, ma'am, you ain't got to do all that, because you're dealing with a spirit. Okay. So don't take the bait, but don't put yourself in a line of fire. Stay off of the social media. Okay. I don't know why y'all think in y'all mind that you are strong enough to handle it when you're not, because all you're doing is sowing seeds. When everything, our eyes are gateways. So whenever you see something that hurts you, you might not feel the sting then, but the enemy is going to come back in your mind and bring it back to you. All right. So you might feel like, oh, well, I'm good. You're not. You're broken. You're broken. Next, you're going to guard your heart and set boundaries. It's going to feel like they cut you off completely. You would rather be in separation while they're with somebody else, okay? That was not what I went through. I was not in total separation when he was with somebody else. I was front and center of the whole thing. You would rather be in separation than him being with somebody else. Do not put yourself in the line of fire. I know you might love the family, right? I know you want to follow the family because you still want to you want to feel like you belong. Listen, right now is not the time for you to operate from familiarity. Right now is a time for you to move strategically. The main thing that you need to be focusing on is your peace and your sanity, because the more information you suck up about that situation is going to destroy your faith, and God has to help you overcome it. Now, there is certain stuff that the Lord will allow you to know just to direct you on how to pray, but don't go looking for stuff. All right, don't go looking for stuff. If you cannot help it, if you just going about your life and you just see them, then pass that test. All right, pass that test. Okay, but if they're flaunting the other person, that is the enemy. All right, this connection was orchestrated by the devil. It was orchestrated by Satan himself. Remember, God can put things together, but the Bible says that what? Weapons formed. That means that Satan can form a weapon even though it will not prosper. I pray that this video has blessed you. I'm very passionate about this topic because it's going to make you feel like you're not good enough, and that's a lie. And God is going to have you stand so he can show you that don't believe what you see. Okay, I know what it looks like, but don't believe what you see. Today is the last day for the Severing Her Influence ebook bundle, you guys. All right, so if you were looking to get that, today is the last day for you to get it. If your spouse is with a third party, your response to the situation is prayer. All right, it is prayer, strategic prayer. You are going to ask God to tear down the very thing that brought them together, because it is not the plan of God. Okay. Also, the lust ebook bundle, that is in my bio too. If your husband is always cheated on you and he has a spirit of lust, you need to pray for him. All right. All of that has 2 ebooks. One ebook is a book full of prayers, and the other ebook is so the other woman does not come back, in the Severing Her Influence ebook bundle. This is the last day, you guys. This is the last day to be able to get that bundle. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.